table, little bottles lined in a row, gloves on, heart kinda shaking. Guess we're ready to let it all flow. Drop by drop, color waking, tiny storms in a paper cup, laughing at the mess we're making. Is this too much? Probably enough. Hippie hippies on a resin journey, spinning circles in a little world, breathing deep while the colors hurry into petals, into swirls.
Hi guys, welcome to Yippee Hippie's Resin Journey. I'm Lisa, and I'm from West Virginia. If you just happened up on my video, please consider subscribing, hit that like button, and share the video. It's much appreciated. Today I am making going to attempt on making blooms. I got my alcohol inks out, and I'm getting my mold out right now. And let's see if I can make a bloom today. It's been really nice here in West Virginia. It's been nice and warm. Rained for a few days, but other than that, it's been pretty nice. I'm picking out different colors that I'm going to be using. I end up choosing a blue, a light blue, a red, and a purple. I'm just shaking them up as I get them out, and then I shake them again before I use them. If you hear my dogs in the background, they're restless right now. That's the blue that I chose. That one right there is the purple. And this one's red. They're very pretty alcohol inks. I got them from Temu. And that one's the white. I'm hoping I end up learning how to do the blooms really good. I'd like to end up doing a tray or something in a bloom. I think the next thing I'm going to try is the Larimar effect. This is try number 1. There'll probably be a try number 2. I'd love to learn how to do the blooms. I think they're so pretty. And I've already mixed my resin. I've got it sitting to the side. All right, now I'm pouring a little bit in these little green cups, because I'm going to do them in 2 different ways and see if they turn out or not. I'm going to watch some more videos on how to do blooms and how to do the Larimar effect and the Petrie effect. I'd like to learn how to do all 3 of those. And I'm just still measuring out in cups. Pouring some extra over in it. Now you'll see me, I'm going to pour some in each of the round molds. And I have let my resin set for a while. I don't know the temperature because I don't have a temperature gun yet, but I just played it by ear. This is just attempt number 1, so I've been a little out of breath lately, so I'm not uploading videos every day, but I'm gonna try to keep at least uploading 2 per week. And sometimes I might make a video with just and just let the music play in the background. And after I get this poured, I'll start mixing the white and the colors that I'm going to use in 3 of the molds. Now you'll see me, I'm getting the white, and I'm going to mix the white. I don't think I added enough white in the alcohol or in the resin. So next time around, I'm going to add a little bit more white, making it a little bit more uh, pigmented than what it was. And I'm just going to squirt enough in there until it's like a milky color. I want to give a shout out to Pours Resin with Love, Tina. She's the one that bought me this mold. I want to thank her so much for it. I appreciate it. She must have seen one of the videos where I was talking about wanting to learn how to do blooms. So she surprised me with this. And she had, I guess, got it off my Amazon registry. And I appreciate it very much, Tina. Thank you so much. If you've not seen her channel, her videos, please go over and watch. So she's got some amazing videos out. And her name's Pours Resin with Love, Tina. And I watch her. I mean, I love watching her videos. She does such a great job at the things that she makes. And I'm still mixing in my white to get it the color that I want. And after I get this, I'll mix some of the other alcohol inks into the other. Hold just a second. Sorry about that. The dog started barking. It seems like every time I go to do a video, they start barking and carrying on. Now I'm going to be mixing in the other colors into the last few little tiny green cups. And I'll set those to the side until after I do the ink droplets. There's my white. Like I said, I think I should have deepened the white just a little bit more. And you'll see why at the end. I don't even know if I'm using the right things to even do a bloom with, other than the alcohol inks. So I'm getting some pigment paste um, with my next order. So I think the next thing that I'll try to do is the Petri effect, because I know I've got the right stuff to do those. Now you'll see me, I'll start, I think I'm just mixing in those in with the other, mixing those in with the other cups that I have to the side. Then I'll start dropping my inks. And I ain't no rhyme or reason, just putting them wherever I want to drop them. And you see me, I'm only doing the 3 of the coasters this way, because the other 3 I'm going to be doing a different way. I'm sorry, I had to get the dogs to quit barking again. um, yeah, like I said, right now I'm just putting drops of the, now using the red ink, and I'm just putting them in anywhere, any spots that I want to. Like I said, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Hit that like button, share the video. It is so much appreciated. Now I'm going in with some blue. I think right now the only 2 colors I got left is the 2 blues that I picked out, and one of them's a light blue, and the other one is a deep blue. If y'all have any suggestions or instructions on how to do blooms, please leave it in the description box below. I really would love to learn how to do these. Although I don't end up hating the results at the end, but they didn't really turn out the way I was hoping they would turn out. You'll see. Now I'm putting the last color in. That's the deeper blue. Adding a little bit more red in. Just trying to make sure there's no blank spots. I'm waiting on some other things to come in the mail. Some upcoming projects that I'm wanting to do. So I'll be doing an unboxing before long. I had dropped a little bit of something inside that one, so I was cleaning it out. I'm getting ready to drop in a little bit more ink, I think. I think that I'm adding it to the resin that I had in the little cup. I stir up all 3 of the colors that I chose for the last 3. I'm adding more color into that cup. Normally that's the purple. Dropping in a few other places that has like flare spots. Once I get all this mixed together, I'll start putting in my white. I'm swirling around the ink. Making sure I don't hit the bottom. I didn't want to hit the bottom of the mold. I need to put some more tools in my cart. Now I'm going to go in and start putting my white in. And I'm using my popsicle stick to make the circles. I think that if I would have done the lines thicker, and if it was just a little bit more pigmented than what it is, I mean, it's a milky consistency, but it's still, I think it's still too translucent to do the blooms properly. Or I just may have done it completely wrong. Your thoughts is very much welcome. You can tell me, what did I do wrong, or I figured, go ahead and upload it. It was my first attempt, and I'm going to label it first attempt. But I'll be making some more. And my sons want me to make him a table. I've got the one that I made with the Would You Resin collab. I got that in my living room. And then I done my daughter-in-law's hippie table. Now he's wanting one. So I'm going to be working on a project for him before long, too. I'm hoping to get my daughter-in-law in one of my videos, because we used to do, stuff together, and I like to get her involved in doing the resin with me. And they watch the videos with me all the time. My son, he'll say, "Mom, it's 6 o'clock. It's time for glitz and glitter." I love Michelle and Dawn to death. I mean, they're so. Dawn is hilarious. They're such good people. And I do this for all three. Taking my time. I'm just taking my time going around it. After watching this over, I probably will go ahead and go in there and do attempt number 2. I can see things that I should have done differently. I guess that's one good thing about watching your videos over when you're editing. You can see things that you could probably do different and learn from that too. I watch a lot of different resin channels now. Got some new ones that I watch and some that I've been watching for a few years now. I'd love to learn how to do blooms like Julie from Pouring Your Heart Out. She does such amazing blooms. I hope to get to be just a little bit as good as her. I'd be happy with that. She does such beautiful, beautiful blooms. And I'm just doing the same thing with this one. I'm going round in circles and yeah, I've got several projects coming up that I'm going to be working on. I've got the tribute trays that I'm going to be making for my mom and for my dad. Making one in honor of him and one in honor of my mom. Then I'm going to be making my grandbaby little memorabilia thing. My great grandbaby. He's a doll baby. I've got 3 great grandkids. Little Paxton and little Clayton. They're only a few months apart. They're not very far apart in age. Yeah, my 3 great grandbabies is Isabella, Paxton, and Clayton. Clayton's only a couple months old. And I'm just going all the way around, all the way to the edge with it. Just following it all the way to the edge. I think the next time that I do these, I'll have a little bit more resin in it in each coaster at the beginning. Let the resin set just a little bit longer than what I did, and I'll put me a thermometer in my cart so I can start checking the temperature, because I know the temperature matters when you're making balloons. I want to attempt to do like an ocean wave scene. See if I can do that too, because I think they turn out pretty. And you can see I'm just doing the same thing to the third one. Haven't decided what I'm going to do with these yet because I don't really need coasters. I may make them into something else, and if I do, I'll definitely record it because I was thinking about a project that I can use these with that would be kind of neat to do. So stay tuned for that and see what I end up making out of coasters. I like doing these videos. It kind of gets me out of my shell a little bit. I stay to myself pretty much. Don't socialize really. And this is a way I can get to know people. People can get to know me and break me out of my shell a little bit. I do this all the way around. I'm wanting to think. Come up with some kind of drawing that I want to do. I want to do a sketch, and then I want to take that sketch and place it in resin. So I haven't decided what to draw yet. I'm debating, and then I have an ideal, and then I want to make sure that, of course, it's sealed to where it'll go into the resin, and then make something out of the sketch itself. And that'll be coming up in a video. I'll probably video me sketching and then video the process of whatever I decide to make out of it. I thought about a tray, and I thought about a wall hanging. I've got all these sketches hanging up on my wall of different things that I've uh, sketched. You'll see those at the beginning and end of every video. All those are just a few of my pictures I've drawn. I've got quite a bit books that are filled. Now you'll see me. I'm gonna draw in the petals. And I go not all the way to the bottom, and I'm going in toward the middle. And then I'm pulling out on these ones. Then I decided I didn't like that look, and I changed it up on the last ones. I'm pulling in all the way into the middle. And this time I'm pulling in on every one instead of pulling out on the last ones. You'll see me, I'm going in. I'll swirl the middle. Well, I didn't swirl it that time, but I do end up swirling the middle. And I'm just pulling in, making sure I don't touch the bottom of my mold. Now swirl. Now you see how I'm going to do these. These are just my ideal. I've never really seen anybody do this. Does it turn out? No. Spoiler alert. It don't turn out. But it was fun trying. And they're not ugly. I mean, they turned out pretty. Just not what I had in mind to do. Yeah, the last three are really my experiments. The other three I was actually trying to do blooms. And I'm still trying to do a bloom in these ones, but trying to do it in my own way. I want to do the crackle effect on some too. I haven't even tried that yet. And I'm just swirling it around, seeing what it turns out like at the end. Now I'm coming in with the light blue. It's a sky blue. It's pretty. And then I'm going to come in with my white. I think my next blooms, I'm just going to pour it into, like I'm doing it now, into my mold. Just, I think my white was not as pigmented as it should have been to do the blooms. And though it does start blooming, at the end, it looks like, it was attempting to bloom. So I'm going to try it again and hopefully get good at it. Now I'm going to go back in and I'm going to pour it like I did the last ones. See, right there, it looks pretty. It looks good. But resin has a mind of its own. And I'm just pulling it in, making sure not touch the bottom. And now we sit and wait. See how they turn out. I come in halfway through and I end up snapping a picture of them. And at that time, I knew that they weren't blooming the way I wanted them to. This kind of makes me want to go ahead and attempt another bloom. I may have to do that. Although I've got another project I'm already working on, I may end up working on some blooms as well. Make up enough resin to do that. And now I'm coming in and I'm demolding. And it tried to bloom. The colors are really dark. I didn't back them with anything because, yeah, I was like, what's the point? They did not turn out the way I wanted them to. So, I mean, they're pretty. Just not what I had in mind. I might try to do what's called the cloud effect. Yeah, I don't know. I'll debate. And I've got a list of things I'm wanting to do. Yeah, you can see where it tried to bloom. So I'm going to try it again and see what happens. Well, I hope you liked the video. Stay tuned for the final pictures. They'll be at the end. I want to thank you for tuning in. Like I said, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that like button and share the video. It is really appreciated. And if you want to send me some happy mail, my Amazon registry is always listed in the description box below. It's not necessary, but it's appreciated. And I'll be seeing y'all in the next video.
Plastic cups on the table, little bottles lined in a row, gloves on, heart kinda shaking. Guess we're ready to let it all flow. Drop by drop, color waking, tiny storms in a paper cup, laughing at the mess we're making. Is this too much? Probably enough. Hippie hippies on a resin journey, spinning circles in a little world, breathing deep while the colors hurry into petals, into swirls. We don't know what it's gonna turn into, but it's blooming right out of the blue. Every flower that we're learning feels like magic coming true. Alcohol air, kinda dizzy. Fan hums, pigments collide. White ring falls, everything's busy, blooming slow, open and wide. We tilt, we wait, we're whispering, hold that shape, stay that way. We toast the fells like a secret ballad. Every oops becomes its own. Yippee hippies on a resin journey, spinning circles in a little world, breathing deep while the colors hurry into petals, into swirls. We don't know what it's gonna turn into, but it's blooming right out of the blue. Every flower that we're learning feels like magic coming true.
Yippee hippies, a resin journey, learning to create resin art